For generations, communities in northern Kenya have relied on livestock as their economic backbone. But with recurrent droughts decimating herds, many families are struggling to survive. Once bustling pastoralist markets are dwindling, and with water sources drying up, women have been forced to seek alternative livelihoods. In response, women in 4 counties are turning to cricket farming, a solution rooted in nature. Crickets thrive in warm, dry environments where they shelter under rocks and shrubs. Traditionally overlooked, these insects are now proving to be a lifeline. With support from county governments, 34 community groups have embraced cricket farming, rearing them for sale to animal feed manufacturers.
Tulikupata hiyo crickets ya kupitia hiyo mambo ya locust, at least tujue venye tutafuga hiyo na tujue venye tutashika hiyo, tujue tupate hiyo biashara, hata kuku zetu zifaidike, hata kuku zetu zipate kenye itakula, na hiyo mayai yao pia iwe kitu nzuri kwa maisha yetu.
Kugundua kuwa hiyo cricket ni iko na faida sana, kwa sababu hata kama kwa sababu Masai ukimwambia sasa hii chakula iko na cricket ama iko na njirejere, sidhani kama atakula. Lakini kama hata mimi siwezi kula, najua kuna mifugo. Tuko na mifugo, sisi ni wafugaji. Tuko na ng'ombe, tuko na mbuzi, ndio hiyo kuku sasa tuko naye. Unaona sasa inapea afya kwa nini?
The process begins with trapping wild crickets, which are then reared in cages and fed on maize flour and kales. In just 1 or 2 months, they mature and reproduce, with each female laying up to 300 eggs. This rapid growth cycle makes cricket farming a reliable source of income.
While crickets reproduce faster, they have low weight, which basically means that it takes time to accumulate significant weights for their produce. But because we are dealing with about 34 groups, each group could do small quantities at a time, but it is important to have these quantities consolidated together so that you can have aggregated quantities that can make economic sense. So for that reason, we said we need to put up aggregation centers where the groups within a county can bring in their products, please sell them at a more economically viable price.
In nature, everything has a purpose, and now these small but mighty insects are playing a new role. With the decline of traditional feed ingredients like sunflower seeds, crickets packed with up to 70% protein are becoming a natural solution to feed shortages. By mimicking the balance found in ecosystems, farmers are working with nature rather than against it, turning to insects as a sustainable alternative.
It's possible for communities to take up this new livelihood venture of an insect-based value chain. With the locusts not being available at any, like all the time, and we are targeting for when they come, we're creating a preparedness plan for when they come. This is how we respond to it. We also look at cricket rearing as another viable complementary livelihood.
Farmers wanaanza katikati wanalemewa kwa sababu ya feeds. And probably kama feeds zingekuwa available at a cheaper cost, depending na zile vitu zinakuwa incorporated kwa chakula, probably hawangelemewa sana. Yeah. So things kama hizo protein yenye unatuelezea, maybe hizo cricket farming kama itakuwa ni the cheapest alternative source of protein incorporated kwa chakula, maybe hiyo chicken farming ingekuwa easy for the farmers. The biggest challenge currently ni food.
But crickets are not the only insects being harvested. Women have also been trained to utilize desert locusts, a pest that has wreaked havoc on pastoral and farming communities. Locust swarms, which devour crops and pasture land, are now being turned into a resource. The women dry and process them into feed for livestock and poultry, transforming a threat into a solution.
In the case of another invasion happening, we are looking to support the county governments, and on a more national level, we are looking at putting in place a biopesticide policy or a policy of control of pests, where it will be preferred for you to use biopesticides as opposed to chemical pesticides.
And that's why most of the time when we are promoting insects, either for food or feed, we base it on what they already have in the community, so that it's familiar. They're familiar to it. But all we need is to create an environment where they can grow it in larger volumes, you know, to break the barrier of seasonal availability.
As climate change continues to disrupt traditional livelihoods, this initiative is providing more than just a means of survival. It's empowering women to become leaders in sustainable agriculture. And in the semi-arid north where the struggle against drought persists, nature may hold the key to a more resilient future. Gertrude Burgay, K24 TV.